will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the UCLA Bruins offense will get the first swing of the game. And there he is. To this team's fans, he is a heroic figure. He is the guy who can lead them to the promised land.
This guy has been in big games and big moments, and he's delivered for his football team. It never seems like a situation is just too big for him. This obviously is a huge game. I cannot wait to see this guy compete.
Looking for space. It's Harden. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line. On second down, looking again to throw. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
Here comes the offense on first down. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense, quick tempo. Back to pass, it's Aller. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus-pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
At the 45 on his way. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
The Nittany Lions look to keep this drive humming. Going up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Wallace. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Tackle was made after the first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Offense gets set for second down. Back to throw. It's Aller. Fires to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. The sure hands, it's Warren. Oh, there's the ball! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Direct snap. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Harden. And oh, do they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield. They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. He's looking to throw. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Allard. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Quickly to the tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
He caught it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the second quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget, so find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated, get them the football, and let them go to work.
He finds his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. A quick pass to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now on 2nd down. To throw, it's Allard. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They're facing a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Wallace. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
And as a defensive guy, it's so hard to cover these running backs out of the backfield because you start to go to the flat. Oh, no, I got to go cover him, and then boom. He hits that angle route, cuts right inside, gets inside of me, and now I'm just chasing him, trying to get him on the ground. Nice route by the offense.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
You know, it's difficult for QB sometimes if you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. The completion well past the sticks. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass, it's Allard. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. It's complete to the left. And they're able to get him on the ground. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Trying to run, it's Wallace. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
To the ground, he's got it again. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Snap it to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double-teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
The Bruins want to crank the tempo. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw, trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. He wants to throw it again. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Fair catch called for and made. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
He makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And look, defenses obviously have to play man coverage in different situations of the game, but you got to wonder if this defense wants to keep playing man after giving up that big play.
Back to pass, it's Allard. He's going for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. It's Warren. Bust through behind his pad. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Fast motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Push down for the tackle. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Dances away. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. Looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Happy Valley. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker, and then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Looking downfield, it's Allard. Got his man on the outside. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. Makes the grab. It's Fleming. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Unloads it downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Now, 4th down.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. The Nittany Lions get it up to move the chains.
Well, the offense at this point is just doing everything they can to not give the football back to their opponent. Even though they're up in this game, they're still going for it on 4th down. That's now the 3rd different 4th down they've converted in this game.
Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And the Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the stomping has commenced. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Finds his tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. 3rd down coming up after that completion. Dropping back, it's Garbers. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. It's a draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. quick strike complete. And they swarm him under.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And he falls on his own fumble after the return and avoids giving it right back. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3-and-out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Back to throw, it's Aller. Fires to the big fella. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Offense facing fourth down.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Finds him out of the backfield. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Ready to fire from the pistol. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They keep attacking through the air. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack.
And just pressure. You got to love the ability to get to the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. And then the cherry on the sundae, Jesse, is getting him on the ground.
He lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to...
Reels it in down the left side. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Bruins. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. They're going to ride this running back. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Allard. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UAB is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 21 over Tulane. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll start this drive firing. Caught behind the line. It's Harden. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. He's got it. Just trucks through it. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set him up inside the 30, 1st and 10. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there and getting the sack.
And the Bruins look to do some damage in the red zone. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition.
He'll take a shot. And the ball is picked off. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, it's been that kind of day for this offense, right? Just things haven't gone their way. Nothing's been easy. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, trying to claw back in the game, and they throw another pick.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. They'll go with a direct snap. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting 1st downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
He's looking to throw it. He's taking the shot. Grabs it inside the 15. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And we knew this offense was good, man, but seeing them in person, like, now I understand why they're a top 10 offense. Week in, week out, so many different ways to hit you from so many different angles. Undefeated still. Still an undefeated squad moving forward with all of their dreams in front of them.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Wants to throw on first down. He's right on target. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Wants to throw. It's Garbers. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Bruins will punt it away on 4th down. He'll bring it back. It's Wallace. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Crosses the 45. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Feeling some heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now this defense could really use a stop on 3rd down as the offense has had its way. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. First down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you can tell they were...
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. This is a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Garber. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Wallace. They bring him down strong. Effort by the coverage team, and that's